Alright, so there's some shit that really has to be said, and I guess I'm going to be the one that's going to say it. You know what my overall view of the Royal Rumble was. I thought it was a horrible pay-per-view, and no, I don't just say that because John Cena won the Royal Rumble. I basically, when the Rumble match was starting, I was like, this better be fucking awesome to make up for the crap that the entire card has consisted of so far. And I don't really think it's crap. It's just, for the Royal Rumble, for a big pay-per-view like that, it was just so subpar, and all the matches were so predictable, so anticlimactic. It didn't feel like a big pay-per-view atmosphere. It just felt like maintenance. It didn't give you any reason to want to tune in to the next show, you know? That's like I said before, you need to give people a reason to want to tune in to Raw, SmackDown, or ECW the following week, and the only real reason they gave you is because of the return of John Cena, and of course I'm not a big fan of Cena. Now, here's what this video is basically about. Since Cena has returned, and even before then, a lot of people have been getting on camera and basically fucking running down the John Cena haters as if there's no basis to anything they're saying. Now, I realize that I'm in the majority, at least amongst the internet fans, I'm in the majority not being a John Cena fan. But I'm seeing a lot of these people I'm subscribed to just basically telling the John Cena haters that they're just full of shit and they're bandwagon jumpers. A lot of people are. A lot of people just hate John Cena because it's popular, the same way a lot of people like popular baby faces because it's popular. There's a lot of fucking bandwagon jumpers, but to say that the John Cena haters do not have a case, like there's nothing to what they're saying, that is just straight up dishonest. Because, you see, in wrestling there's a certain dichotomy. There's good versus evil. There's a crowd for both, alright? When you know that the good guy, the babyface, is going to win 95% of the time, it makes things a lot less interesting to watch. Now, yes, a lot of people have had major title runs in the past. I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin had a great run, The Rock had a great run, Triple H, The Undertaker, you name it, Mankind, etc., etc. But not at the strongest point in their career were they ever pushed to be a fucking Superman that couldn't be fucking beat, alright? And the reason that I don't like John Cena is not necessarily because he's not a good wrestler. I mean, there's guys that I like that are not good wrestlers. Like, for instance, I'm a Kevin Nash fan, and he is not a good wrestler by any means. It's just I find his character very boring and very uninteresting. I think he panders to the crowd too much, and I think he lost pretty much all of his genuine edge when he turned face. So you can't really say that the Cena haters don't have a case. Yes, there's a lot of fucking bandwagon jumpers, but there's a very legitimate reason why people do not like John Cena. And for those saying that Vince is ignoring the fans by continuing to shove Cena down our throats. Now, that statement isn't 100% true, but it's not 100% false either, because I fully recognize that John Cena does have a large fan base, predominantly women and children, and I've been to a WWE house show. Me and my girlfriend were pretty much the only people within the whole 18 to 25 age range. We had a bunch of little kids and a bunch of old people. I mean, I realize that a lot of people my age have moved past wrestling and, you know, don't go to many live events. They still use the internet and they still talk about wrestling every now and then. But the point is, I know that John Cena has a large fan base, but when you go to these Raw events and even at the Royal Rumble, given he got a good pop, people are booing the fuck out of him. And that's because not everyone wants the good guy to win all the time. Not everyone is constantly rooting for who they should. You can't only accommodate one side of the equation. So is Vince ignoring the fans by continuing to shove Cena down our throats? Not completely, but he is ignoring a very large portion of the fan base. So if you support Cena, good. To each their own, but don't tell me or anyone else that the haters do not have a case. We do.